All right, hello. What I'm going to do here is give a little demonstration for a project I've been working on based on or inspired by the old top down open world sci fi RPG called Starflight. Probably came out in 1986 or so. Um, what I've been trying to do is come up with a way to emulate that where I could put over the top of it my own story elements, and plot, and do that in a manner which would not require a lot of coding um, by an end user. So this would be something you could just hand off to somebody and they could load in their own custom file to create a game or to create the play area, the story, and the quests. You can have several hundreds of quests or just a couple. Set up the play area, which would be from a dozen stars to 500 stars or more, however much your system could handle. And it'll be a procedurally or a randomly generated script where you could break into the script and add your own elements, create your own solar systems, structures, artifacts, all these plot elements, and the package would read your file and create your universe. All right, so without any further blather, let me see if I can kick this off. All right, the game will start, and this is just kind of working concepty, roughing it out at the moment. Um, some just throwing in some rough graphics for a splash screen and a title space. There is no continue current game yet because there's no save game system. The new game is the exit will work, but we don't want to do that just yet. The new game will take you to the mission begin. You'll have a place to go where your character can get money, spend money, cash in on their missions and various successes. Just some standard stuff I'm roughing out at the moment. None of this is carved in stone. You'll have this outpost HQ would be talking to the boss, getting missions, personnel, rolling your characters, store, buying goods and supplies for your crew, ship bay, maybe buy new ships, supply your ships, fix your ships, buy parts for your ships, depart, and of course, depart would be pretty straightforward there. Oh, come on, man. How embarrassing. Won't be work. Oh, there you go. Oopsie. The USB stick, which I'm running this off of, popped out of the USB port. Alright, let's go. You're coming out in the middle of the sun, which you should probably come out next to the headquarters, or your headquarters asteroid. And this solar system represents one of the custom solar systems because its purpose is to house your headquarters or your base station. All right, let's get out of here. There's a goofy asteroid. Let's get by asteroid. And there's not much of a motion cue. I think I need to throw in like a background with some stars moving or some parallax background layers with some nebula just to give it some fancy effect. But one thing at a time here. Okay, so this represents your miniature, your little play area, and you could have, like I was saying earlier, as many star systems as you wanted, and that the JSON file will contain all the information for the star systems, their location, planets, what's on the planet, the type of planet, the artifacts, story elements. All right, let's see if we can go to a planet. All right, and this one happens to be an Earth-like, and you can see the map is green and water, so obviously it's trying to represent the Earth-like world, and the globe has a high illumination factor, and that's just me emulating the old Starflight graphics. There wasn't much in the way of shading of a planetary curve or atmosphere, so we'll just go for a landing. Oh, and before we land, you will get you'll be presented with your captain options. In this situation, the windows would change to reflect the context of what you were up to. So instead of the stars, we would see a planet, and the planet would be an image of the type of planet you were on, like a lava world, or in this case, the Earth-like world. It's in place. I just have yet to bother with creating the graphics. Helm is only for when you're in space. You can switch between the bridge view and controlling your ship through the game area. Cargo, pretty much just what it sounds like. You could peruse your cargo space, what you've collected. Launch will take you back into orbit. Disembark will cruise around the planet. And crew will allow you to shuffle your crew around or reassign them. Some kind of crew function to be determined. All right, disembark. Well, now we're on the surface of the planet. There's our ship. We're a little far away. We spawn a little far away from our ship, but that can be tweaked. This would be a structure. There you go. And one of the things I would really like to do is individual on-foot adventure, so the crew could get out of the terrain vehicle and explore the pyramid or the ruins or the city, or whatever you'd want to throw on there. And some resource collecting. And you would be limited by your cargo in your terrain vehicle, how much you could collect in a given session or outing, expedition, and that would be something maybe you could upgrade in Starbase if you got more money, cargo space in your ship or your terrain vehicle. And the color banding here, that also you could expand on that. I could create a tileable background for this, so the tiles could then be coded individually to have certain aspects, like you could march through canyons, or the terrain is harder to traverse. And now that you have the color values, that would be easier to accomplish. All right. To read and scan the given position of the tiles. Okay, so we're going to just blast off. Kaboom. Leave orbit. See what we got. Whoa. We can fly backwards. Let's get out of here. Let's try this planet over here. Okay, it's a snowy, frozen Hoth-like world. Okay. Leave. Nothing good here. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to headquarters. Because that's what you do when you've had a successful sortie. Whoa. Missed it. Back there. Okay. Then I guess one of the bigger and one of the lingering bigger challenges would be creating an alien system, or other creatures and people and stuff flying around, alien species and whatnot, or other civilizations, human or otherwise. There we go, back home. Alright guys, that is basically it for now. I'll try to be a little more productive with my posting than I have been, but this thing has been coming along surprisingly quick since I've switched to Godot and gotten off the Unity. The Unity was much more of a challenge. It was a lot of trial and error, mostly error. Godot has a lot of positive reinforcement. It's really easy to have some success and just keep building on it. I like it a lot so far. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.